to make this short video. I specifically want to address a particular situation and a particular person in this revolution. We have one thing that we have to understand as Ambazonians. This revolution will be completed by the ADF from the military front. Whether you like it or not, I say it unapologetically. Ambazonians, you have what it takes to take this revolution to the conclusion, to the logical conclusion. But it seems as if we are the ones that keep on delaying our victory. I've heard a couple of videos, a couple of audios being circulated. It's not new to us Ambazonians. I want to address you specifically, Sikot, so-called Sikot Jutsun. You have a track record of anti-ADF. What is your mission in this revolution? Right all the way from whence this whole Momo saga started. You, Sikot Jutsun, you made series upon series of videos attacking the person of Ayabacho, attacking the AGOC, attacking the ADF. What have you contributed in this revolution that is productive? We have said this. Stay on your lane and allow us do our job. You have tons upon tons. I speak to you specifically, Sikot Jutsun. You have tons upon tons of video, tons upon tons of video attacking the ADF, attacking the person of Dr. Ayabacho. You will never go out to make a video or an audio without talking about Ayabacho or the ADF or the AGOC. Is that your mission in this revolution? Look at how you mix things up. Do you think, who do you serve in this revolution? If you have forces in your locality, focus and fight the enemy. You have a track record of attacking the ADF, attacking the person of Dr. Ayabacho. Look at what you have been doing. Just go back and look at your audios, your videos. If you are battle with the ADF, you create a lot of lies, half-truths, and put it out there. Are you not tired? I specifically call you Sikot Jutsun because I hear you are the president of so-called SCAF. Is that what you're supposed to be doing? You put out half-truths. You lie to the Amazonian people. We have gone past that level. Because you come from fight. If you have forces on the ground, fight and maintain your lane. Why has a battle been only on the ADF? What's the problem? It is a pity that you live in the Western world and you will not be able to decipher what is right from wrong. You make all the audios, you tell lies, you put names on it. All the attack on the ADF, you have been a party, Sikot Jutsun, the so-called. I address you because I believe that you hold a certain status that, well, a couple of activists gave you in this revolution. That you are the head of the SCAF, Southern Cameroon Activist Front or whatever. That's why I'm talking to you. I never go out to make audios to address people specifically. I, for one, I think I hold that organization to a certain extent in high esteem because along the line, they meditated to try to resolve the issues that occurred in Bui and they gave some assistance. That's why I think it's personal. If you call yourself the current head, you have been so divisive. You have been so biased. I don't know the criteria that you use to select the head of SCAF. But I want to tell you something. You will not derail this revolution. Your lies that you've been peddling with audios, speaking half-truths, trying to smear the ADF. You've been doing this for the past. All your videos, 10 or 70% of your videos has always been against the ADF. Down there, La Republique. Is that what you're fighting for? Fighting the ADF? Who are you working for? You peddle lies, half-truths, all the time. You were part of the team that coordinated and masterminded the attack of the ADF Central Command in Momo. You worked with them. With Commando, and so-called Commando, or we call him what? To do what they did to the ADF. I'm sure you were happy when you heard that the ADF general and the rest were caught in Kumbo. He survived it. Now he's in Momo. Your next target is to smear him and send the population behind to kill him. The ADF has always been engaging. Show me any other force that has been engaging the population as the ADF. Ambassadors were better than this. You may go out sending audios upon audios. Judson, I speak to you, Judson Sikot. You might go call it Judson Sikot. You might go out sending audios upon audios. We are gone past that level. You are not going to direct us on how to operate and function. The time has come now and go. We are going to march you toe by toe by toe, toe to toe, on the lies that you peddle. I don't go making audios. I confront your space live. You name names, you call all sorts of things, all sorts of names, tell lies to continue to the smear campaign on the ADF. One thing I want to tell the Momo people, the ADF has been a very protective force. We've been protecting the population and taking care of it. Momo has suffered the least casualty as far as burning of the house is concerned, or the killing of the population is concerned. Momo has suffered one of the least casualties when you look across the entire counties in Ambazonia. Why? Because the ADF has protected the people in Momo division. The ADF has been a protective force. If you think by attacking the ADF for your personal gains, you are losing track of this revolution. The battle is like the police to Cameroon. Why is it ADF all the time? We've never gone out to attack people's forces. They've been attacking the ADF. Every time that you come out, Judson Sikot, is to talk about the ADF or talk about Dr. Yabacho. You talk about him coming out and not talking about the incident in Momo. What has he got to say about that? Are you the one who directs what he has to say? We are sick and tired of this stupidity. Is it only in Momo? ADF, the ADF command structure moves. You see big number moving across the territory, copying from General Ivor, going across the board, meeting the people, you engage him. It's an old tradition. Why now? Because you thought they had decapitated ADF. The ADF has been battling in Momo for the past 2 days, pinning down like the Republic of Cameroon. You created this confusion and they had an incursion. It shows that you don't know the arm that you work with. The ADF is battling the Republic of Cameroon in Momo, protecting the population as we speak for the past 2 days. It's the same ADF that you want. You work with the population to decimate them. Fellow Ambazonians, we are playing with our freedom. Show me any organized force that's on the ground, that's as strong as the ADF. Show me any organized force that is showing some national cohesion, like the ADF. When you show me one, then you can talk. But people spend their whole life, like the so-called Judson Sikot, attacking the ADF. We try to present a national front across the territory. Do you think we're going to fight in factions and little silos and we're going to make this, we're going to get our independence? It's not going to happen that way. No matter what you say, we are going to fight unapologetically, and we will have nothing to apologize as ADF forces to protect our land. If you have been bent with the slave mentality, we'll break it after independence. We have a track record. We have a history of dealing with our people. Our people know us. They see us. They see our engagement with the population. We will fight to protect our people unapologetically. The time has passed. We will have to come and tell people how we are operating. The fact that we don't talk, we don't have the last microphone. The time has passed. When you peddle lies about the ADF, let the Ambassador people see what the ADF, what it is. And I keep on reminding Ambassador people, make no mistake, don't attack what is going to protect you and grant you the real freedom. I bring it back again to Bui. So you think you're going to convert? Look at Bui, the county of Bui. For over 2 months, there's no fighting in Bui. The same people who thought they could free us. How are they not be fighting them in Bui? Why are they not fighting in Bui? They are now harassing the population and killing themselves. They always say karma is a bitch. It comes back to bite you. But the likes of Judson Sikot, those are the people that are peddling and creating confusion on the ground, eroding and undermining the forces that we have that is there to protect our people. Fellow Ambazonians, let's stop this stupidity. I want us to understand something. Let's stop this cloud chasing. Let's be reasonable and focus on what wins. What is winning? And what is granting us freedom? You saw the Ambassador Defense Forces upgrading, moving in sophisticatedly in our territory. They are not blinking. Stand behind them. They have a presence across our territory, and we partnership with any force that understands that the focus is like Republic of Cameroon. Not a bunch of people who go around peddling audios upon audios. Do you attack? How many times the so-called Sikot has come out and attacked like Republic of Cameroon, or say things attacking the enemy? He spends 90% of his time attacking the ADF. Gone are those days when we'll have to apologize for things that we have not committed, or for things that we don't do, or explain ourselves. We are focused. I want to tell you something, Ambazonians. You know what is going to work. This is revolution. The time has passed where we have to come and be explaining ourselves to our people. We don't have that time. We don't have that leverage. We have war at hand. Wherever the ADF is, we protect our people. Like in DOP, what we have been doing. The same Batibo. It pains me when you hear our boys duck in trenches, fighting to protect the population. And a coward like this so-called Judson, you come out and you create this type of shit in the midst of a war. In the middle, where we have pinned these people down to protect the population of Momo. And you come out and you are trying to smear the same. You expected to see a massacre of the ADF forces. You have failed. Ambazonians, shine your eyes. I want to say something. There is a message, a divine message behind all what has happened in our territory for the past 2 months. There's a divine message. I was saying, we will not beg our way through freedom. We will not cry for self-pity through freedom. We will not beg for sympathy for freedom. We will shoot our way through freedom. We, the ADF and the AGOFC, we are prepared to apply a certain degree of madness in this revolution, to inject it, to take ourselves through to freedom. The time has passed when we think internet and all the audios is going to save us. We are bent on serious business. I appeal to Ambazonians who understand what we find ourselves in, who doesn't want to continue to see the carnage in our territory, to stand behind and stand with the ADF, support them, and let's finish this thing. That's what I will appeal. There's no begging. We are prepared to apply any degree of madness to free our people. We stand and speak unapologetically. We are prepared to go to jail. We are prepared to be killed for the freedom of our land. Stand behind the ADF and the AGOFC. It's such a pity that our forces have been pinned for 2 good days, 2 consecutive days in Momo, till now that I speak. They are in trenches battling the Republic of Cameroon. The forces that went there, they can't come out because our forces are there battling them. Then you see this lunatic. He comes out, so-called Jutsikot. This lunatic comes out and tries to smear the ADF fighters. We always have this type amongst us. We are going to make sure that we pick you. We'll match you mano to mano. If you think that standing on the way to freedom is going to make you popular, we'll match you mano to mano. I say this specifically to you, Jutsikot. I come out because our forces are now currently, that I speak, for 2 days, they have been monitoring and battling the Republic of Cameroon. And you come out in Momo, in the same Momo, you come out to attack the same force that's protecting the civilians. Do you think it's a joke? You sit in your little silo and you are making noise? You think it's this child's play? This is a matter of life and death. The same people protecting the population back home in Momo, you come and you're putting this our smear campaign behind them. It's not going to work. Even the staging that people plan, working with the CPDM to undermine the ADF. Sorry. It shows where your mind is and where your battle is. If you don't know what a revolution is, stay out of the kitchen and allow the cooks to cook the food. I come to tell people, Ambazonians, stand by and with and for the ADF if you want your freedom. That's the only tool you got now. That's the only surviving force you got on the ground now. It pains me when I know that we are trying to monitor our boys, monitor what they are doing on the ground, fighting the enemy that has come to destroy house, homes. How often have they burned down places in Momo? Because of the strong presence of the ADF there. But this idiot will come out and is attacking the same forces that are protecting the population. You call yourself president of SCAF, speaking half language, half truths, fabricating lies, calling names. You are the architect of the confusion in Momo. We are more cartel. If you're under normal circumstances, Ambazonians, I will be coming out and talking. Yeah, you come and you say this stupidity. These are the type of you also black members. These are the stupid type of. I'll address people like you, dunk like you. You just hear things on audio and you attack it. I feel sorry for people like you. Stop killing. Which innocent people are we killing? You coward! I will attack you and I won't block you. Killing innocent people. Areas do nothing in Momo. Let me tell you something. Let me educate you. Let me educate you, Mr. Black Mamba 7. I will not block you. I will educate you. We dismantled all the terrorist cells led by General Ivor. I, talking to you, I was the coordinator of Momo, the very first person who worked with General Ivor to implant unity in Momo. We dismantled terrorist cells, and let me for your information, there was a La République du Cameroun unit that burned down their barracks and ran out of Momo for what we did to them. If you don't know, that ADF has nothing to do in Momo. Look, these are the type of people who just go around picking things or what around the internet and then they will go around backing. Your stupidity is bliss. Go. Who are the ones fighting Momo? Go create your own forces and fight. Create your own force and fight. Is your battle with the ADF or with the Republic of Cameroon? I have said the reasonable, normal Ambazonians support what works. The DDC of the Atlantic, he's about to launch the Satellite project. We need committed and dedicated Ambazonians to contribute. Contribute and let's free our land. The time for noise is over. We don't want people who come and make comments. We are talking about putting money and putting material on the ground. Which forces on the ground have put material the way the ADF has done on the ground? Buying materials and changing the dynamics on the ground as ADF. So they buy material about AKs. You see a large contingent of AKs coming to a territory. Which group of fighters have done that as the ADF? Keep on supporting what works for those Ambazonians who will be smart and who are reasonable. Join the Tapang Ivor Taanku in the coming project that is going to launch. You know, that's going to launch. The ADF is in Krugwe and the army is in Ambo. Who are the ones fighting there? So you think they just pin themselves in Krugwe? I'm telling you, I know what is happening there. You see someone, you're talking. Mr. Black, whatever. Put your own forces there. Go and fight. Go and fight. You are even acknowledging the existence of ADF. You self say ADF is not in Momo, right? You are even acknowledging the existence of the ADF. You see your stupidity? I'll address your comments. Let me tell you. I have a little bit of time. Let me address your comments. I thought you first said that there's no ADF in Momo. Right? Bring your who are the ones fighting in Momo? Why your own forces? Mr. Black Mama.